Hey, folks, I want to welcome you back to another episode. This is myself, of course, Lavaris with Greg, and today's going to be a special episode. We're going to do. We want to address directly the Live to Be Free Group Economics system. That we're basically sponsored the Bfree Network that we do. Of course, the Bfree Network is more so of information that we like to share, but the Live to Be Free is a true group economics that really will be able to provide an avenue and a vehicle for people to truly be set free financially. Okay, so what we want to do is I'm going to show an image that talks about facts. And then once we address those facts, then we'll move forward through the call here, okay? And this is going to be probably about a 15, 20-minute call. It won't be long, so you'll be able to watch it, you'll be able to review it, and also be able to share it. Now, here's some financial facts of America. And then once I present these facts, then we'll bring Greg in, and we can kind of talk about it and move forward. But here's some financial facts of America. Over 60% of adults live in a state of financial fragility. Did I say that right?
Fragility.
Fragility, all right.
They're fragile.
Thank you. They're fragile, correct. They're fragile, Hey, I ain't a perfect man. All right. Meaning you can't pay your bills. You have an issue paying the bills, plain and simple, right?
Challenges.
Over 95% of adults do not have 21st century financial literacy, simply don't understand about finances, right? Over 95% of adults cannot explain what a fiat currency is without Googling it first. What is fiat currency? That's simply the currency that the governments are using. The US dollar, for example, is a fiat currency. All right. Over 95% of adults wish that they had more money. Listen to that. Over 95% of adults wish they had more money. All right. And here's two key points. Over 95% of adults have an extra $10 a month. Simple. Over 95% of adults have an extra $10 a month. Right. Second one, over 95% of adults know at least 3 people that have an extra $10 a month. Financial freedom, it ain't hard. Don't overcomplicate things. And all you're getting, get information and Bitcoin. All right. So, Greg, let's talk.
Let's talk, brother. So you said a mouthful, and we might need to pull those facts back up, as we go through this discussion. But here's the reality. As kids, we learn teamwork. We learn different life skills.
Yes.
But somehow as we become adults, we forget them and we go into this, man on an island type of mindset. And we think that we have to do everything by ourselves, for ourselves. And to a certain extent, we do have to have self-accountability, but it doesn't mean that we cannot be strategic and leverage the efforts of other people who have similar aspirations and objectives.
That's right.
But we seem to lose that. Wealthy people, they remember that they need to use the efforts of other people. They remember that they need to network, right? They don't forget that. They understand it's a very important part about their business model. But yes. The uninformed, the unwealthy, we seem to either have forgotten it or we just don't know it, But when you look at those facts, the commonality is undeniable. So I believe that when you're standing in a pool of people and, 95%, that means, hell, if you stand in a group of 10, well, good chance 9 of you got similar issues going on, right?
That's right.
It just is what it is.
Whether they say it or not.
Whether you admit it or not.
That's right.
So when you understand that, you should be able to learn how to step out of your comfort zone, if that's what it is, but make yourself, available to explore. Hey, look, man, we trying to accomplish the same thing. Mm-hmm. How can we gain synergies? How can I help you be successful? And in the process, it's helping me be more successful.
Yes.
Yes. And it's a mindset, that we have to help people, adopt more, and, you touched on it, the Live to Be Free system. It's a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. It's a group economics lifestyle system. Right now, it's anchored on Bitcoin. That is the primary thing that we advocate because we're in the season of Bitcoin. That's right. We're in the season of institutional capital pouring into Bitcoin. There was, I you know that I love them, man. Stacy and Max.
Yes.
They did a video the other day, man. And Stacy, that article that, you know, we've been reading, that report from Citi, she highlighted what Citibank, what Citi is saying. Now these, you know, these are institutional, historic, fundamental banks. Bitcoin is, you know, a disruptor to their business model, but they are even publicly acknowledging they have to start adopting Bitcoin.
That's right.
They have
that
to
blockchain
start
technology.
you know. And Citi, there was, and I'm paraphrasing, so you know, anybody want to quote me on this, you know, the quote's gonna be wrong, but it's gonna be close, the essence of it. They basically said that over the next 7 years, Bitcoin is highly likely to emerge as the world medium of exchange for international commerce.
Yes.
For trade amongst nations. That's in essence what they said.
What they said,
Yeah. That's a mouthful, particularly when you know, factor in, you know, I'm a firm believer you gotta, you know, look at the messenger. So you gotta look at the source of a message and understand, okay, what's their angle? But when you hear a message like that coming from a source like Citi, that gives it extra credence, because this is not somebody that, you know, they own some Bitcoin and they're out there doing some hype, you know, videos and telling you, know, hey, look, come buy Bitcoin. No, it's coming from a whole different perspective and a whole different purpose, you know, and it's coming with scientific research, more importantly.
Yes.
Yeah. So go ahead, bro. Let me get me a hit.
Okay.
My afternoon coffee, man. Right. Look, this ain't. Although it's Friday, it's not liquor. It's still coffee.
Now that's what you mentioned regarding Citi is a great segue into why, and one of the reasons. I don't say the exact why, but one of the reasons why the $10 wealth system was created and why it's so important. Now, understand that Bitcoin, if Bitcoin does turn out to be the primary exchange medium in the world, that means that the price of Bitcoin will shoot up sky high. I mean, that's just because of the usage of it, as well as the just the normal when you have something that's finite like Bitcoin, where there's only so much of that can be mined or that will be available in the market, that means the price will shoot up. Now, of course, for individuals that don't have a lot of money, you don't have Elon Musk money, you don't have you don't have $1,000 or $2,000 or $500 a month to buy Bitcoin, then you may miss the boat. You know, I mean, you may turn around and say, okay, I'll try to buy a little bit here and there, and you know, you build up your Satoshis, you get enough sats, but it still may not turn out to be enough to where you can retire from it. All right. So the $10 wealth system, what that does is it allows you to leverage the Bitcoin of other people, basically. All right. Or if I could say that, if that makes sense, right?
Well, the resources.
So,
it's resources. It's resources. You know, when you're trying to come up, resources need to be concentrated.
Yes.
You know, when you're trying to preserve, that's when resources need to be diversified. But when you're trying to come up, you want to level up, you got to concentrate your efforts. You know, if you're trying to get a track scholarship, you know, you don't need to be out there playing football. You need to be running track. You need to have a track coach. You know, you want to be a basketball player. Why the hell are you skating around playing hockey? You know, you need to concentrate your efforts. Same thing, you know, with our wealth. Same thing, you know, in the financial realm. Concentrated resources. So in group economics, you're concentrating small amounts from a larger group of people. That's where the balance and that's where the magic comes in. You know, Michael Saylor, Raul Paul, and these are guys that are well known in the industry. So you guys, you know, I'm not necessarily name dropping for sake, but I'm name dropping so that you guys can do your own research and you can validate things that we say. For the most part, 99 times out of 100, any opinion that we give you guys is because we got educated and we understood it. It's not like we went in the closet and we did some magical, you know, invention and everything and then came out with an opinion. we're coming with an opinion that we have been exposed to, we researched it, and then we decided, okay, it's an opinion that we can adopt, right? But they talk about the network effect of Bitcoin. They talk about Bitcoin hitting this network effect. And what network effect, for in layman terms, it just means mass adoption, right? So when you have mass adoption of something, it's incredibly difficult to stop it once it gets to a certain point.
Yes.
Now, coincidentally, the title of the article by Citi was called Tipping Point.
Tipping Point, that's right.
Because that's basically saying, Bitcoin is on that network effect trajectory. They're at a tipping point. It's at a tipping point, and there won't be any looking back, just like, say what you want to say about Google, say what you want to say about, about Amazon, about Apple.
Mm-hmm.
They have experienced the network effect, and short of incredible malfeasance, at the leadership level, those companies will not be stopped.
That's right.
Bitcoin has that same type of momentum. Now, here's the beautiful thing. LiveToBeFree.com, the group economic system, uses same principles. Now, we're obviously talking about an entirely different scale, but the network effect is very, very similar, damn near identical. And individuals can use what we like to refer to as, I normally say social capital, but I'm starting to learn that it's more about social currency, because social capital, I think subconsciously people, they want to hold on to it. Something about that word capital is more like, let me hold on to it. But currency, people are more programmed. Movement. It's movement. Let me spend it. So I'm trying to adopt social currency as the as a terminology that I use when we talk about this. But people using their social currency, and social currency is literally social relationships. And in this case, just $10. $10. The trigger of the social currency is just 3. It's just a 1 to 3 relationship.
All right, so let's
designed. Let's talk about how the system is designed to do that. And I
let's
think
talk about that.
Don't you have you got something that you can actually show?
I got an image I'm gonna put up here, and we'll talk about this $10. All right, $10 and what that $10 will do for you, and of course your team.
Now let me qualify something before you show it. In this example, right, in the default forecasting, the assumption is nobody refers more than 3 people to come in and embrace group economics and subscribe to the $10 a month group economic system. That's it. 3 people. And because it's monthly, once you have 3 people that have joined into your group economics network, they're there. It's not like you got to go and get 3 more every week or every month. They're already there because it's a monthly reoccurring membership
of just $10.
And it's just $10. It's it's a trip to McDonald's buying some bullshit that you shouldn't be eating anyway.
All right. Let's show the numbers here. All right. Let's go share, and we're going to, let's see. All right. So basis. Here we go. All right. Greg, I'm gonna let you talk through this.
Bam. All right. So starting at the top left, obviously we're not talking about your personal link. That's a given. You refer just 3 people, right? And you're going to get 10% of that monthly membership subscription. So
$10 basically. Yep. Okay.
3 people paying $10. You're getting 10% of each of them. That's 3 times $1 a piece. It's $3. Obviously, you're not calling home and saying, "Hey, mama, I made it." That's not the purpose. The purpose is the process. The purpose is the system. The purpose is the network effect. The purpose is to take the burden off of any one person from having to be a superstar, having to be a superstar promoter or a superstar salesperson, because that's not needed. It's not even really selling, it's a lifestyle.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
You're taking disposable income that many people lose $10 a month and literally lose track of it and couldn't account for it, if their left hand depended on it. Right? So the heavy lifting is done by the system. Now, those same three people that you referred, right, and they upgraded to the premium membership of $10 a month, because you can be a free member. You don't have to, upgrade, but you want to upgrade, and we'll explain to you why you want to upgrade. One reason is because it's only $10.
That's right.
Now, those same three people, what do? They do exactly what you did. They tell three of their friends or families, neighbors, hey, look, I'm involved in this group economics system. I'm learning 21st century financial literacy that I was not, exposed to before. And I think this is something that can help your family just like I know it can help mine. Now you have 9 people on your second level, and you're going to get 8% from their monthly membership, right? So 8% of $10 is 80 cents times 9, that's $7.20. And the process goes on and on and on, right?
And just duplication all the way down. So that same process.
Duplication of 3.
And I think the simple part, and we like to say KISS, keep it simple, all right? Keep it simple, stupid, plain and simple. 3 people. Everybody get 3 people that has $10. And we saw that 95% of Americans
They got somebody
that know at least 3 people that have $10, an extra $10 a month. All right. So plain and simple. So of course, and that goes through 7 levels. Right.
So let's fast forward to get to, because again, you're not writing home telling your mama, hey, I got a new career, and I'm making, $3 of residual income, or I'm making $7.20 of residual income. No, you're not doing that, but look what happens past the 3rd level, past the 4th level, past the 5th level. Now, when you hit the 6th level, now you're talking about, I'm just going to, do approximate numbers, $1,450 a month. And again, this is only from people referring just 3 people and upgrading on a $10 a month membership.
That's it. Nobody's getting hurt. Nobody's getting injured.
You can't get hurt. The only thing you can do is get help by not spending $10 at McDonald's. That's the only thing you can do. Right? Now, when those people on your 6th level refer 3 people, and maybe I should back up and tell you, because we didn't go through the percentages. So it was 8% on the 2nd level. I touched on that. On the 3rd level, it's 5%. On the 4th level, it's 5%. Now on the 5th level, it goes back to 10%. But here's where it gets good, right? The 6th level, it goes to 20%.
It gets gooder.
So gooder, right?
Yes.
On those memberships, you're getting $2 of them. And these are people on your 6th level. Chances are you don't know them. You don't know them, but you're going to get 20% of that membership.
Yeah.
And then when they refer people that will be on your 7th level, you're getting 30% of that membership. You're getting $3 out of that 10, right? And look what happens on your 7th level. You got $6,560 coming from people that I'm confident that you're not going to know, but they're part of your group economics system. They're part of your group economics network. They're aspiring and striving to do the same thing that you and everybody else is doing. Bond together, use resources, because ordinary people, if we do not bond together, right, all we will do is continue to have people like Bezos, like Mark Zuckerberg, like Elon Musk, making tens and tens and tens of billions of new money a year, right, while we're stagnant. So this is something that is all but a necessity for ordinary, everyday people. When you total all of this up, it's approximately $8,325 a month. Now, here's a beautiful thing. Once you are moving along and you have, your third or fourth level of your network is in place, and this can happen, if everybody referred somebody, the same day that they were, introduced, this could happen in 7 days. The commissions are paid out in real time, so it's not like you got to wait for a payday or anything like that. As the memberships are being paid, the commissions are being processed. So this can happen, extremely fast, right? But if it happened where everybody averaged 3 days, let's say 3 because, it's 3 people that they're going to refer. So let's say 3 days. It takes them, on average 3 days to refer 3 people. It's 7 levels. 3 times 7 is 21 days. So you can start, and 21 days later, you've already earned over $8,000 in monthly commission. And I'm saying monthly because it's going to come back around the next month as people renew their monthly subscription. Now, here's why they're going to renew their monthly subscription. Because if they don't, all of these commissions get reduced by 90%. So a free member, instead of making with the same network size, same network composition, instead of making $8,325 in commissions, they'll make $830 in commission just because they didn't pay a $10 a month membership.
That's
when you contrast it like that, there's nobody in their right mind not going to maintain their monthly membership.
All right, let me jump in. Let's keep it moving. The next step is that you mentioned it, that is real-time commissions. How is it real-time commissions? Well, it's real-time commissions because we use Bitcoin Cash as the payment. And Bitcoin Cash moves fast. So, all right. And Bitcoin Cash is simply just a fork off of Bitcoin. So we'll do a session on Bitcoin Cash to kind of give more detail for those that don't know, but it's Bitcoin, it just moves faster. All right. It moves faster. And it's actually designed to be used more so of a
medium of exchange.
There you go. Than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, it costs more to send it and to send it, and also it takes longer to send it as well. So Bitcoin Cash helps in that way. So that's why we decided to use Bitcoin Cash. So talk about the real-time payments and how that works.
Right. And I'm going to expound on something that you said real quick.
Okay.
This is not a situation where you have to buy into any hype talk about, is Bitcoin better? Is Bitcoin Cash better? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, the actual coding, the software coding, is the immutable monetary store of wealth solution.
Yeah.
We believe that Bitcoin will continue to emerge as the obvious adoption globally. However, Bitcoin Cash has a wonderful role that it can play.
Yeah.
Right. And that's
like
why
a sidecar on a motorcycle.
We use it to get the best of both worlds. So you don't have to buy into any hype of, Bitcoin Cash is not this and not that. Bitcoin will, end up being that store of value. And because it's a store of value, people, corporations, nation states are going to not use it for small transactions, right? So when you understand that the store of value, particularly during the next, 5 to 10 years, as it's still maturing and getting to, that stabilization, plateau, which may be $1 million a coin, $5 million a coin, $10 million a coin.
Yeah.
Anybody with any sense that's acquiring Bitcoin is basically stupid for spending it for any reason, if you understand what's going to happen with Bitcoin. Right? So our design is to use Bitcoin Cash for the transactional level. Swap your Bitcoin Cash commissions into Bitcoin for your store of value positioning.
which can be done simple in a matter of seconds with the app.
You do it in the same wallet. You don't have to worry about the same wallet. You just click on swap. You say how much you want, and you push the button, and there's one confirmation, and voila, it's done. Right. So here's the parameters, and we believe in full transparency. Now, we have some proprietary coding and things that we're doing, but outside of that, we believe in full transparency. The commissions are processed, and we say near real time, simply because they're programmed to process every 3 minutes. Now, they're going to process every 3 minutes. The difference is, if you do not have more than $2 of commission pending, you won't batch out. But once your commissions are, at $2 or more, then you're in that pool to batch out. It's that simple. So literally, you can expect to see, commissions being processed to your external wallet, because we use an external wallet.
Yeah, this is true peer-to-peer.
Custodial situation, right? We do not advocate custodial, situations, and actually, if you want, you can talk about, one of your friends who was having trouble transferring Bitcoin out of Coinbase.
Yeah,
now we know what PayPal is doing. We know PayPal is playing the game, and they're all looking at different angles on how they can hold custody for other people's Bitcoin. And a lot of that is because they know what the trajectory of Bitcoin is on. The more Bitcoin they hold in custody, that also bolsters
on their books.
Books.
Yeah.
Right?
And so, and with that, and I'll touch on that, and I think we can get ready to wrap it up too, because I believe it's just as simple. It's not nothing complicated. This is very simple.
It ain't hard.
It ain't hard. The great aspect of this is the fact that it's true peer-to-peer. So meaning that if Greg invites me in and I pay my $10 subscription, as soon as I make that $10 subscription payment, the commission, of course, it will be less than the $2. But let's say that commission, it will be ready to be sent directly to your wallet. Plain and simple, right? Your external wallet. So it's this is a great program, a great system. There's no middlemans. This is truly group economics, to where your group is simply being a blessing to you when they pay their $10 subscription, plain and simple, because you invited them in. They're learning. There's different products that we have that's in the back office for our premium membership that upgrades. If you have access to videos, to literature, to be able to educate yourself with true financial literacy. All right. Greg, anything else you want to say on this?
All right. So group economics is it's the interstate system that we're using. Right now, our first product line is our information product line that costs $10 a month. We will have additional product lines, some of them that they will just be add-ons. So it will be ways that you will be able to do the same things that you're doing, but do it through the group economic system, and you will generate, commissions simply from the same behavior, and it won't cost you a penny more, right? So we're talking about the default schedule of $8,300. Well, if we add on another layer, right, and then your network averages generating, let's just say $10 of profit, right? That's another $8,300. So there's almost no limit to where we can go with this. And our job is to continue to find layers that we can add on. And we have already identified about 5 other layers that we'll be implementing, in the not too distant future. But the thing that drives it is adoption. So network effect only happens because of adoption. So we need people to pause long enough, fight through the distractions of life, and see that you are probably one of those 95%, people. But there is a simple and incredibly affordable solution for you. I like to ask people, if you understand, because we're talking about a default model. There's no limit to how many people you can actually refer in here. So you can scale this and expand this, to where it's $83,000, a month. Hell, you can scale it to where it's $830,000 a month.
That's right.
There is no limitation. There is no real limitation, right?
Invite as many people you want.
If you understand that and you know that it only costs you $10, my question would be, why would anyone choose to spend risky money on risky programs when it's not necessary? The objective should be to be positioned to earn as much as conceivably possible with the minimal amount of exposure to injury.
Yeah.
Now, the injury is for all practical purposes, it's eliminated because it's only $10.
Mm-hmm.
It's not obligated. It's not like you're putting a credit card on file or anything like that. You pay it. Your dashboard is going to give you, notice when your renewal is due. You pay it. If you don't pay it, you don't pay it. And the worst thing can happen is you join, you pay $10, you upgrade it, and the first month, for whatever reason, you didn't do anything, you didn't refer anybody, your Group Economics network didn't really build out, and that's it. That's the worst thing that can happen.
That's right.
So this is designed to be a lifestyle maneuver. And we are really expecting that to be the trajectory. Now, here's the other thing. I'm going to throw this in there, Hop. Imagine, because this is what we envision.
Mm-hmm.
We envision hundreds of millions of members in this system. So now, as entrepreneurs, you're in a group economic ecosystem that has 100 million members, simple math, paying $10 a month, right? That's $1 billion a month that's flowing in the ecosystem.
Wow.
As an entrepreneur, you're in an ecosystem where you have direct access, to tap into like-minded people for projects, right? Because we're not going to monetize like a Facebook or anything like that, where we're going to, sell ad space. This ecosystem is for the group economics community. It's not something that we're doing so that we can covertly, start running ads and things like that. That's not what livetobefree.com is for. So that's not going to happen. But what will happen is the members will be able to place projects, on some form of, repository environment where other members can go and look at it and see. If they're interested, hey, they're interested,
Awesome,
All right?
awesome. All right, excellent.
I know that was a much longer, closing statement than you wanted, but there you go.
Yep. And you mentioned, and we're going to close on this. You mentioned that the worst thing that can happen is that you pay $10 a month and nothing happens. Well, probably the worst thing, worse than that, is if you don't do anything.
Yeah.
If you just look at this and you see the opportunity and you just say, you don't want to put $10 and tell 3 other people about it, and you can literally change lives with simply $10 a month. All right. So we're excited about the Live to Be Free situation and program that's here. It's live, it's running. We have members that's out here chasing it. They're doing it. They're inviting people. Somebody's going to send you this video and you're going to watch it. So you should be able to get involved. You can resend this video to the people then send them your link, tell them to join, get in, get it done. We have some great payment gateways coming where you can pay with more than just Bitcoin Cash. So that's in the development now. That should be, hopefully it'll be live within the next week or so. But get in, make it happen. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and we'll be glad to help you out. All right. Peace. Let's get it.
And all you're getting, get information and some Bitcoin.